What's going on, you guys? This is Aaron from Departures Capital and welcome to the video. In this video, we're talking about my new #1 silver stock. And it's funny, we actually never talked about this company before on the channel. Today I was spending some time doing some research, taking a look at a bunch of different companies, trying to find some new names in the silver sector, just as I felt like, we've been talking about the same companies for a long time. Not that there's anything wrong with that. We have our core number of companies, we love them, we invest in them, but I always like to change it up. I always like to provide you guys with new and exciting companies. That's the one thing that we stress here at Departures Capital. A nice steady flow of new and exciting companies. So this video, completely unsponsored, just so you guys know, this is just a video, my market minutes that I've made for you guys, just to change it up and talk about a new company. So this is all my own research, like I said, unsponsored, and let's get straight into the video. Last but not least, thanks for all the likes, comments, and support, guys. It means the world to me. If you do support me, the channel, and all the videos, there's two quick things I ask. Of course, that first thing is to kindly explode the like button. Hit it, guys. I'll give you just one more second to do that, and it means the world to me, helps my videos so very much, along with if you are a new viewer to the channel, haven't had a chance to subscribe yet. We appreciate a steady flow of new and exciting companies. You want to learn more about investing, you like CEO interviews, hearing from the companies themselves, or you want to stay up to date on the markets, and of course, don't forget to cash that subscribe button and ring the market bell for notifications. Let's get straight into this video, guys. So the first thing we do in every single one of our videos, of course, is comment of the day. So yesterday was all about growth stocks. We were talking about two tech stocks. One of them was a viewer request, and of course, first comment of the day has to go to Esteban Lara. He's been talking to me about this company for so long. We talked about Fastly yesterday. It's a very interesting company. Thank you for doing a video on Fastly. You already know who is the man, though. Brought this to your attention months ago. Fastly at 24 bucks American. You the man. Hope you bought some at a good price. I actually don't own any of it. Good pick though. The stock's done amazing. It's almost at 100 bucks yet again. Did get over 100 bucks. And let's take a look and see what some of your other #1 growth stocks are. So we've got Lucifil Prometheus, dedicated subscriber, and of course, long on Papa John's. I actually had some pizza myself yesterday. Cheated on the diet a little bit. Not feeling too good about that, but only ate 3 slices as opposed to my regular 6. So diet's so tough these days, guys. Jordan Boxhill, LSPD.TO, Miguel Garcia, AVCT, Talon Metals from Chuck DeVries. Let's take a look at David Courchon's positions. 50% in MindMed, 10% in Berkshire, 40% in cash. I like the aggressive position in cash. We could see more deals coming up. We might get some volatility around the elections. We'll see what's going on, guys. A few more comments. Tat's killing it, and yes, it absolutely is today. It's up another 10 to 20%. This thing has just been absolutely nuts. We'll give one more comment of the day, and that goes to Masonic Kid. It's all about that AG, baby. Keith Neumeyer is doing big innovations, things resulting in higher recoveries. And okay, fine, we'll give you one more comment. Radar bought some ARHT media stock, TSXV art. Liking the profile, interesting. We might have to take a look at that. And like I said, thank you for all the comments, letting me know, what your top growth stocks are. This video is all about silver mining stocks. I will be compiling a list, probably contact the company, see if we can work with them, but I'll also do some completely unsponsored videos, just my own opinion on these companies as well. So now's the time where you guys got to drop your comments and tell me your #1 silver stock, because this is going to be all about silver. We'll do a quick little recap, and then it will be all about that #1 silver stock that I have selected, done some research on. It's pretty interesting. So give you guys a couple seconds, drop your #1 silver or silver stocks down below, and we will be making a follow-up video to this video with our top 3 silver stocks. And I might, I might have to start doing videos top 3 for September, October, November, things like that, but more specific, like top 3 gold stocks, top 3 silver stocks, and we might have to do that every month. So stay tuned, guys, and drop those comments now. I'll give you guys a few seconds. All right, that's all we needed. I'm sure you guys know your #1 silver stock and what it is. And it's so sunny today. I'm not really complaining. It's so sunny, but it's actually not that warm outside. So for all of my people in Ontario, I'm sure you guys feel the same about this weather. So let's take a look at the recap, see what's going on Wall Street. Quick update for the gold and silver markets. It is a green day, good day, and then let's get into that #1 company. So Wall Street rises on stimulus bets as labor market rebound cools. So what's going on? S&P up 0.4%, and of course the Nasdaq is leading the show, up 1.33%, with the Dow lagging almost in the red. Now the Dow did outperform both other major indexes yesterday. So Wall Street's main indexes rose on the first day of the fourth quarter on Thursday as investors bet on more fiscal stimulus after data showed a recovery in the labor market was slowing. So isn't it funny how negative news, like we're not getting as strong data for the labor market, results in positive speculation that there will be more stimulus? This reminds me of 2013, 2014, when almost the same, it was just quantitative easing. Number of Americans filing for jobless benefits fell to 837,000 in a week that ended September 26, but claims could rise over the next few weeks as businesses cut more jobs to ride out this economic contraction. So guys, S&P, like I said, up 0.4%, and the NASDAQ leading the show, leading the recovery. And what can I say? The dip is being bought right now in tech stocks. One thing though I'm very happy about is the fact that gold is above 1900, holding onto that level and looking to break above 1920. So fingers crossed, we'll see if we can get that, but it's looking like we're seeing a little bit of consolidation, a little bit of recovery for the gold price. And let's take a quick look at the charts here. Although this video will be all about a silver mining stock, silver and gold go hand in hand. And I just wanted to pull up something, and I've been trying to draw this line, trying to paint a picture. And this is one of the only things that makes sense to me right now, is after that initial correction we saw after the initial rally. But one thing I wanted to focus on was a few things with this gold chart over the past couple months. When the market crashed in March, we saw gold rocket back up, retest those highs, and then pull back once again. But since then, has obviously been on a very nice bull run, seeing highs of almost 2,100 bucks per ounce. But what it's looking like to me is that 1875 level is looking like a level of support so far. You know, we pulled back once, we were making lower lows, and then we shot much higher. Then we pulled back once, making lower lows, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, this is our time to break out yet again, get back over 2,000, and potentially end the year above 2,000 per ounce. That's what I'm hoping. So we'll see if that happens, guys. Take a look at those lines, draw them for yourself. Let me know if you think I'm right or wrong. All opinions welcome. And now let's take a look at the chart for silver, and I want to see if there's a similar pattern going on for silver. You know, comparing that initial first correction after the March rally, and then seeing what's happened since. So let's once again pull up the 1 month chart, zoom out a little bit, try and paint this picture. And obviously, you know, silver has been a lot more volatile than gold, skyrocketing like crazy, having a very vicious pullback. But once again, it's looking like we're seeing some consolidation, especially, you know, it looks like we ran into some support around 2250. Looks like we're continuing this uptrend, fingers crossed. Obviously, you know, I think we got to get above 30 bucks per ounce in order to confirm that we are in fact still in an uptrend. We might trend sideways for a little bit. Wouldn't be opposed to that. But so far, so good for silver. Fingers crossed, silver and gold. And let's see what Kitco has to say. 2 more minutes, and then it's on to that number 1 stock. And we're making very good time, guys. So gold price is a long way from ending its upswing. Gold is unlikely to end its market anytime soon, according to Commerce Bank. So this is more comments from Commerce Bank. Big thanks to Kitco. In our opinion, the gold price is a long way from ending its upswing. The problems we currently face are simply too manifold. Be it the rapidly rising national debt levels, the unchecked printing of money by central banks, persistently extremely low interest rates, and the numerous political risks. Commerce Bank commodity analyst Karsten Finch says the biggest risk in Q4 is the election. Finch notes also there's a chance of Brexit without a trade deal and rising geopolitical tensions. So ETF investors are continuing to increase their holdings in gold. Inflows totaled 54 tons in September and 240 tons in the third quarter as a whole. That was the 10th monthly inflow and the 8th quarterly inflow in a row. So good news. This fiscal stimulus hopes are supporting gold and silver. This is comments from TD Securities. New hopes around the U.S. fiscal stimulus package being passed is helping gold prices recover after last week's drop below 1,900 an ounce. Sorry guys, I can't talk. The downtrend is being challenged. News that Mnuchin and Pelosi are inching forward on a new round of fiscal stimulus, breathing life into the reflation trade supporting equities, gold, and precious metals. What can I say? Last but not least, one more headline, and this does support, you know, gold and silver. And this is all stuff that we should be focusing on. Near zero interest rates may be needed for up to 3 years, says Dallas Fed's Robert Kaplan. I think we're going to need to keep the Fed funds rate at zero for the next probably 2.5 to 3 years. So that supports my whole theory around, you know, being bullish on gold for the next 18 to 24 months. Once they start raising rates, then I'm going to get worried. And I definitely think that the market's forward thinking. Let's face it, guys, we can't argue the market is very forward thinking. So let's say, interest rates are going to start to rise in 3 years. Well, gold's probably going to peak in 2 years if that's the case. It's funny how it works. If the market starts to get very positive, especially with these unprecedented levels of fiscal stimulus, as soon as they start to tighten, I feel like the market will pull back, and the same things will happen that we saw back before this whole global illness, when they were trying to raise interest rates and the market tanked, and then they said, hold on a second, we can't do this. I think they're stuck in between a rock and a hard place. And that's what'll probably cause a really big pullback in gold, but then it'll be interesting time right now for gold and silver. But anyways, guys, let's get into this number one silver stock now. It's a very interesting company that I have discovered, and ironically, the company is called Discovery Metals. So they're not a small company anymore. Still $560 million market cap, but they are much smaller than some of their peers. So if you're looking at a company, on a market cap basis, we're seeing companies like Fortuna, First Majestic in the billions of dollars now. And Fortuna is still, like my number one silver stock, my biggest position. First Majestic, I really love the company as well. There's a couple companies to love. Of course, Pan American Silver is massive. But Discovery Metals is still under $1 billion. And the stock has pulled back quite a bit. So with 52-week range of 22 cents to $2.84, it's had a very nice run. But pulling back from $2.84 to $1.87 currently, that's like a $1 pullback. So if you're looking to, buy a stock that potentially has pulled back a little bit, this might be an interesting one to take a look at. Of course, never financial advice. I'm just throwing it out there. So let's take a look and see what the company is all about. We're going to dive into their website first, and then we're going to go into their investor presentation, and then of course take a look at the charts, and that will be it for the video. Once again, this is a completely unsponsored video. We do make a lot of sponsored videos at Departures Capital. We work with a lot of companies. We are a business, and that's how we make money, doing interviews and such. But this video, strictly just my opinion, my unbiased opinion. So welcome to Discovery Metals. Discovery Metals offers exceptional leverage to the price of silver through its flagship 100% owned Cordero project, one of the world's largest undeveloped silver resources. Cordero is located in Chihuahua State, a very active mining state in northern Mexico. The company is currently advancing Cordero with the object of defining a high-margin project with scale that remains excellent leverage for rising silver prices. The company has a strong balance sheet and has excellent backing. It is part of the Oxygen Group of companies, and Eric Sprott is its largest shareholder. So if you're a fan of Eric Sprott, of course, I'm a fan of Eric Sprott. He invests in a ton of companies, but with Eric Sprott being the largest shareholder, that is also very promising. Now, the pros and cons, of course, they are focusing on just one asset. So if you're looking for diversity, or maybe this is not the one for you, but let's dive into their investor presentation and see what they're all about. So Discovery Metals, Mexico's leading silver-focused explorer developer. So a couple things to note. Mexico is a very prolific silver mining jurisdiction. Of course, if you're investing in silver mining companies, you got to pick your mining jurisdiction. So there are options in the States and some in Canada, a lot in Mexico. Keep that in mind. Of course, focusing on primarily a single asset here. Not that it's a bad thing, because if they do well, they could do very well. But let's see what they've got. Our investment case: margin, excellent grades, over broad widths, high grade vein potential, size, fourth largest undeveloped silver resource globally, scalability, silver price, torque, significant resource expansion at higher silver prices. Discovery Metals, the basics: Cordero project, PEA stage, silver plus gold, lead, and zinc project located in Chihuahua, Mexico, plus 1 billion ounces of silver global resource. Strong cash position, over 80 million cash balance. So cash is very important as well, in terms of dilution, having to raise money for their projects. It's good to know that they are well financed and backed by the Oxygen Group. So let's see who's the Oxygen Group. Integrated merchant bank and mining house, founder and cornerstone shareholder. Built 9 mining companies, 5 have been acquired, capitalizing $3 billion in value. Eric Sprott owns 27% of Discovery Metals, one of his largest investments in the silver space. And I'm sure that is more than First Majestic's investment. At least it's worth more now. So large land package, 35,000 hectares. Excellent global infrastructure. Topography ideal for open pit mining, located in mining-friendly Chihuahua State. Multiple property-wide targets. So a high margin focus. So 2018 resource estimate, starting point at 15 grams per ton. So here we go, guys. Measured and indicated 1 billion ounces of silver, 32 grams per ton. Inferred 500 million ounces, 56 grams per ton. And the focal point, 300 million ounces, 95 grams per ton, and inferred 350 million ounces, 112 grams per ton. So global resource, 660 million ounces with 104 grams per ton. And then of course, their total global resource of 1.5 billion ounces with 40 grams per ton. So a ton of silver, like a lot of silver, 1.5 billion ounces, not all high grade. But then when we zoom it in, 660 million ounces at 104 grams per ton, it's looking still pretty significant. So it's an undeveloped asset though, so there's still a lot to go, right? So the game plan, task, drilling 50,000 to 55,000 meters, define and delineate high-grade zones, upgrade majority of resource to measured and indicated. So that is very important. Of course, if you guys don't know, measured and indicated is a lot better than just inferred. So there's stages. There's inferred, measured, and indicated, and then proven and probable. So I have made videos about that on the past. Now, phase 1 drilling, 63 holes, 23,500 meters completed, 4 rigs currently running. Target 1, bulk tonnage mineralization, higher grades over broad widths, confirmed focus on filling large gaps in previous drilling. Target 2, high-grade feeder structures, high-grade vein potential previously overlooked, over 1,000 grams per ton intercepts in initial drill holes. So that's good news. You can take a look at all their drill results here, so their typical drill intercepts. And then there we go, we can see how they want to progress their 20 to 2021 objectives. So right now they're doing a lot of phase 1 drilling and metallurgical testing. And then so Q2 of 2021, new resource estimate, revamped NPEA, property-wide drilling. So it's an interesting time in their business right now because they're doing a lot of phase 1 drilling, and then mid-2021, they will be updating their resource estimate, revamped PEA, property-wide drilling. So I think that this might be an interesting company to take a look at now, especially if you are bullish on, the silver price over the next couple of months going into 2021. Of course, if this does pull back even further, this is definitely going to be one stock that I'm looking at. So they're an interesting company because they've got so much silver in the ground, but it's an undeveloped resource that they have to do so much drilling still. So I think over the next 1 to 2 years is going to be the time for these silver mining exploration stage stocks to show. I think that over the next 1 to 2 years, there's going to be an absolute crazy amount of drilling for a lot of these exploration stage companies, and we're really going to see some of these stocks shine. So yes, initially we have seen a pretty nice rise in their share price, obviously justified because of the price of silver. But I feel like next year, maybe 2021, 2022, when and if we do see the historic rise in silver, 50, 60, who knows how high. I definitely think that we're going to get to above the previous all-time high for silver, which is around $50 per ounce. But if we see that happen, I feel like even from here we could see maybe 3x, 5x returns. Of course, drill results permitted, and this is a long-term thing. So this is the kind of company, in my opinion, and the way I'm going to approach this is I'm going to start to nibble away at it. If it pulls back a little bit more, great. I'll probably add a little bit. I don't own this stock, but I kind of want to, and it looks very promising, guys. So we will be updating you guys on this one. Of course, if I do in fact buy it, how many shares I buy, and that's all in our Departures Capital private group. So the last thing I want to say before we dive into the charts, I talk about these companies, but I do have a private group. It's called our Full Access Insider Group, just $10 a month or $100 a year. You get to see, my full portfolio, all the stocks I buy, sell, all the ones I own, along with a weekly video, goes over my strategy, what I'm looking at, the new companies I'm talking about it before I talk about it on YouTube, along with trade reports and our monthly report. So $10 a month, $100 a year. I'd love to have you, and it helps my channel so very much. So that's it for that portion of the video, and let's get into all the charts, and then that's it. So in terms of the MJ sector, we're seeing a little bit more green. ACB, of course, did hit fresh 52-week lows today. Sundial, Ignited, Namaste, 3 biggest gainers, and EGF, Theramed, Carlos Beverages, and Harvest One, 3 biggest losers on the day. In terms of dividend stocks, we are in fact seeing a very nice green day for Brookfield Property Partners. Holy smokes, guys, this thing is doing very well, almost at $17 per share. So I'm very happy that I held on to this. I was on the fence about, should I dump my position? It was one of my positions that does pay a really nice dividend. I had quite a substantial amount in there. Just, this was all pre-global illness times. So I thought, oh, real estate, great. Office real estate. It has not been doing too well, but it's nice to see the stock recovering. Three biggest losers: Bank of Montreal, Enbridge, and Sperry Corporation. And finally, technology stocks. We are seeing Tesla, Virgin Galactic, and MindMed in the green today. MindMed is having a nice green day, and it's nice to see the stock stabilizing, holding 80 cents Canadian. Let's take a look at the gold and silver stocks. In terms of gold and silver stocks, we're seeing a very nice green day. Kootenay Silver, Silver Elephant, and Pan American Silver, three biggest gainers on the day. Three biggest losers: First Mining Gold, Nova Gold, and Bonterra Resources. Last but not least, in terms of our broader 2020 watch list, we are seeing Brookfield Property, Netflix, and Tesla, three biggest gainers, and Brookfield Property Partners is the biggest gainer on the day. So anyways, guys, that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching, and always remember, Departures Capital is for information, education, and entertainment purposes only. Don't buy or sell stock because you heard it on here. Buy or sell stock because you've done your research, you've done your thorough due diligence, and you're making your own personal investment decisions for yourself. This video is not financial advice. We'll see you guys in our next video.